Marvel Studios clearly wants you to know that World War Hulk will be happening in the future. And there's plenty of hints in all of She-Hulk, but mainly in that final episode, because quite a few things happen right there in those last couple of minutes that set the expectations for a big blow-off for all Hulk kind. Is that what we call them? Hulk kind? Sure. Okay, obviously, let's talk about it. So first and foremost, the setup for the Red Hulk. They openly, literally mention Red Hulk. There's even that little clip in the episode where something that looks like a red arm swings by, but we don't fully see it. Probably not Red Hulk. Everybody thought it was, but hey, if it was Red Hulk, I can see why during reshoots they might have removed him, just because of the circumstances surrounding the death of William Hurt. So I could see that being the actual reason. Some scooper's gonna just say that that's the actual reason now. Just wait for it. Anyways, though, one of the big setups is the post-credit scene, where Emil, aka Abomination, who clearly was still following the law, he would just kind of, Abomination out because people wanted to see the Abomination, but he was very much doing the good guy thing, right? He wasn't going out there and fighting. He could have escaped at any time, but he chose not to. And at the end, we see that he's recruited by Wong. Wong obviously gets him out of there. Now he's a free man. Wong is probably going to help him do something and help him cross paths with somebody. Which brings me to the leader, who will be the man responsible for, more Hulks, but also attacking Captain America. Again, this is important because the blood vial that they synthesized from She-Hulk into something that, Hulk King injected himself with is still out there because she undoes that in the episode. So all that research and all that's still out there. And sure, he's in jail, but others will get their hands on it, aka see the leader. The other big one, obviously Jen teasing multiple appearances to come down the road, which, Kevin even confirms that. It's gonna happen. Of course, a big one, Hulk is back from Sakaar, and, he's got his son here, his son, Scar. Now, don't confuse the two. The planet is called Sakaar. Sakaar. His son is called Scar. Skaar. Now, this is, believe it or not, deliberate, despite it being confusing. Okay, despite that confusion, don't worry about it. In the actual series, when Kevin brings up Bruce Banner's return, Jen says, save it for the movie. What movie? World War Hulk. Now, going back to this whole World War Hulk thing and what happens, here's the thing. His son Scar is one that's in tune with the planet. He literally can, use the planet. I don't know if I'm explaining this right. It's a little hard to understand and explain. If I remember correctly from reading the comics way back when he first showed up in, the late 2000s, he essentially can tap into something called, I believe it was called the Old Power, and he connects to the actual planet. So he can manipulate the lava, for example, the earth that he stands on, that he's born on, of the planet. And it kind of recognizes him and can form around him. He can kind of manipulate it and use it to amplify his powers and be able to literally build bridges, if you will, and make paths. So he's in tune with the planet that he's born on. This gives him insane amounts of strength because being able to control the planet, he can literally rip out a huge amount of the planet and literally throw it. In the comics, they realized he was so OP, they had to take it away for a bit. So you can kind of now see what they're setting up here. Essentially, he's going to feel like he needs to go home. There's probably some sort of war out there that's going to break out. They're going to get a signal. All the Hulks are going to go up there. It really wouldn't surprise me if we're going to learn that somebody like the Grandmaster recruited the leader to make them champions or something. Because they've said they want to bring the Grandmaster back, and if they can figure it out, I honestly would not be surprised if they use Sakaar as a sort of new battlegrounds where he starts a new tournament, and maybe he goes after Scar to be his new champion. This just brings along with it every single Hulk that's been created in the meantime. So, yeah, there's definitely all this World War Hulk stuff that's been established because they're definitely doing this film. There's no way it's not happening now. It's so crystal clear I was honestly ready for Kevin to just be like, see you in World War Hulk, Jen, and just boot her out at that point.